Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Route X Lap Attack. I apologize that it has taken me 2 months to get to the Porsche 911, but we'll begin right now. The reason why it's taken me this long was because I had a lot of work to do. I mentioned in a few other episodes that I started work for a company called Green Fart Productions, which basically pays me to film trains. Now, if that's not the best thing to get paid for in the world, I don't know what is. I only made $38 so far, but that's because I get paychecks once every month, and I'm literally just getting started with these guys. I only have one video that I've released so far, which I will show you in a link down in the description below to their website. And if you want, there's lots of other train videos that I highly recommend checking out. They've got a lot of high quality footage from as early as the 1920s up to the present day. I've been a big fan of their work ever since I was 4 years old. Speaking of trains, the paint scheme that I wanted to do for this Porsche was actually going to be Metro North, silver, blue, and red. But I got impatient and decided to go for a simplified silver with blue stripes. Not exactly how Metro North had it, because the shape of the locomotive was different from the car. But to be honest, I kind of like the way this looks. I might get another Porsche and try again. It all depends on how things work with the shapes and whatnot. Hell, I just might do what I did with the Nova, which I haven't shown you yet. Just put stripes that go all around the car. Big stripes, red and blue. And then leave everything else in silver. I was actually contemplating on leaving this car in the color it came from when I got it for free, which was a dark purple, which you might see briefly once we finish this lap. Passing the big tower and some wind turbines as we go around the first curve. I did have, what was it, the transmission. I had that set to a top speed of 249 miles an hour. But typical of the many cars in this game, you can't go that high when you have it set to that top speed. But it's better than having it set to a slower speed, like let's say 242 or 236. You don't want to get too ridiculous though and try and get it to even higher speed like 280 or 300. Just something reasonable like under the 250 mark. Anything higher than 250 is ridiculous and extremely unnecessary. Unless you know that your car is going to be able to go that fast, judging by how light the car is and how much horsepower you have. This car, if I remember correctly, I know I got everything modified to have as much power and little weight as possible. I don't really pay attention to all the details, but I do know that we're somewhere around the 738 mark for horsepower. That could be way off, but I think the lightest you can get this car is 3,000 pounds. It would be great if you could have a car that was like 1,000 horsepower like the Bugatti Veyron or even higher, while having lighter weight like the Mini Cooper. But as I said before, you got to try and be reasonable. Having all those details, that's going to make the car unstable, and you're going to be spinning around a lot. Like you're going to be spinning out more often than going fast like this. I'm I'm not really sure if being up this high on the curve is going to help me get a higher speed or a faster lap time. But I guess we'll find out soon. I did test this car earlier, but I had to delete the original footage that I recorded because there was too much interference with my microphone from my fan. So the last time I filmed this, it was basically around the same time. It didn't really make much of a difference. 4 minutes, 43 seconds. But at least I get extra mileage points. That's not bad, huh? So that time will put us at 8th place. Just below the Aston Martin DB11 and above the 1988 Lamborghini Countach. There were a few other cars here in the top 20, but they've been knocked out now that I'm getting more and more cars to test in this series. One of them is the Roblox racing kart, which as you can see had a time of 9:49. And then if we go further right to the N100 section, there was also the Mini Cooper and the Samba bus, which I tested to try and have the Miatas get out of last place because I didn't want them to be the slowest cars. I think they're still in the top 20 though. Let's see. No, they are not. Oh well. I'm just glad to know that... Oh wait, yes, the Roadster, the 2015 Miata, that is still here. But chances are it will be knocked out in the next episode because I'm going to test out another Subaru, which I got for free. See you then.